That night, the Vanaras stood watch, bloodied, alert, faithful. Campfires burned like small suns against the dark. And at the center of the storm, inside a humble hut, lay Ram and Lakshman, resting for a moment, not from fear, but from duty. Then it happened. A presence moved through the camp, changing forms as easily as changing shadows. The guards saw nothing, because it did not come for the eyes, it came for the mind. A poisonous incense drifted in. A spell slid into breath. The door of wakefulness locked from inside. Lakshman's hand loosened. Ram's breathing deepened. And before anyone understood the shape of danger, two bodies were lifted like offerings, not dragged, not fought over, taken down into the earth. When the first guard screamed, it was already too late. The ground had closed. The trail had vanished. And the battlefield, so full of noise, suddenly sounded empty, because hope had been kidnapped. Indrajit had fallen. The invincible son of Ravan, the terror of the skies, the one who made even seasoned warriors doubt the next sunrise. And when Indrajit was killed, Ravan felt the wall tilt beneath his feet. Because a king can survive loss, but pride cannot survive humiliation. So Ravan did what tyrants do when strength begins to fail. He summoned darkness that does not fight fair. From the depths of the underworld, where light forgets its way, he called his brother Ahiravana, ruler of Patal-lok, master of illusion and magic, the kind of sorcerer who does not conquer armies, he erases them. Ahiravana came, calm, confident, almost amused. Ravan did not ask for victory. He asked for collapse. And Ahiravana promised him a plan that did not require a final duel.
I will capture Ram and Lakshmana alive. I will take them to my kingdom. And I will sacrifice them to goddess Mahamaya.
Ravan's eyes burned with relief. Because if Ram is taken, the war does not end with defeat. It ends with confusion, and confusion is the first death of Dharma. When Ram and Lakshman vanished, panic spread like fire in dry grass. The Vanaras searched like storm searches for its own lightning. They tore through tents. They ran to the edges of camp. They listened to the wind as if the wind might confess. But the earth held no footprints. The sky offered no sign. Some feared treachery. Some feared magic. Some feared the worst, the kind of fear no warrior admits out loud, that their purpose was gone. And then, in the middle of the chaos, Hanuman arrived. Hanuman walked to the place where Ram and Lakshman had been. He knelt. He placed his palm on the ground. The soil felt wrong. He breathed in slowly. And in that breath, he tasted the enemy. Not Ravan's pride, not the familiar scent of Lanka's power, something else, occult, hidden. Hanuman's mind moved like lightning through possibilities. In his inward trance, he saw worlds beneath worlds, realms that mirror ours, Patal, the underworld. He looked at the Vanaras and his voice landed like a vow.
Stay ready. Guard the camp.
If the world breaks, it will break fast.
Then he turned toward the ground. And the earth, as if recognizing who approached, began to tremble. He surrendered to the pull of the dark trail, letting it draw him down through strata of soil, ancient rock, and layered time. He descended into Patal. Here, the rules of above were undone. Light did not shine. It bled from jagged crystals. Sound did not travel. It was swallowed by damp stones. The air was thick, tasting of cold metal and deep geological time. This was the realm of Maya, where forms shifted and the mind was the only map, and maps here could betray you. Hanuman stepped forward anyway, because when devotion is single-pointed, even the underworld becomes a path. At the gate to Ahiravana's citadel, a guardian stood, magnificent, formidable, a being of scaled power, the tail of a mighty Makar and the body of a Vanar. The guardian lifted his weapon and declared his name.
I am Makardhwaj, protector of Patal's gates.
And then he spoke the word that struck Hanuman like a silent thunderbolt.
I am the son of Hanuman.
Son. The word landed in Hanuman's heart with divine confusion. He, the eternal Brahmachari, has a son? And memory rose. Pristine, profound. His legendary leap across the ocean to find Sita, the immense tapas of that devotion. A single drop of his sweat, pure as a pearl of effort, had fallen into the vast sea. A great makar fish had risen and swallowed it. From that union of divine essence and primordial life, Makardhwaj had been conceived. Here, at the nadir of his quest, Hanuman was met not by a monster, but by a consequence, a fragment of his own boundless life force, shaped by fate's unknowable hands. Hanuman rose. He did not fight with rage. He fought with sorrowful reverence. Steel met steel. Power met power. He subdued Makardhwaj, not as an enemy, but as a strange son, dutiful in his own mistaken allegiance. The victory was a form of loss, a tender sacrifice on the path to his Lord, and Hanuman passed the gate, heart not lighter, but wiser. In a palace carved from darkness, Ahiravana prepared his offering. He stood before a ritual chamber, eyes gleaming with cold purpose. There, bound and unconscious, lay Ram and Lakshmana. Ahiravana smiled. He raised his hands. The chamber responded. 5 lamps flared to life. 5 flames. Ahiravana's voice drifted through the chamber like venomous prayer.
Life is a thread, and I have tied the thread to 5 knots.
Then he laughed, because the trap was perfect. To save them, one must extinguish all 5 flames at once, not one by one, at once. And who can be in 5 places in one moment? Hanuman moved through Patal like a storm moving through fog. Creatures watched him from cracks in stone. Illusions tried to distract him. He followed the vibration of Ram's presence like a heartbeat heard through walls. Inside, he found the ritual chamber. He saw Ram, he saw Lakshman, and for one heartbeat, his breath stopped. Not from fear, from devotion. The kind of devotion that turns a universe inside out. Hanuman stepped forward. Then Ahiravana appeared, smiling like a man who thinks he has already won.
You are late. The offering is prepared. What have you done?
Ahiravana gestured to the 5 flames.
5 lives, 5 directions, 5 anchors. Extinguish them all, or watch them die.
Hanuman's mind moved fast. The ritual was already active. The flames were already tied. He searched and extinguished one flame, then another. But the moment one died, the others would flare brighter. Ahiravana's trap was elegant. It demanded something impossible. 5 actions, 1 moment. 5 directions, 1 breath. 5 points in space, 1 heartbeat. Hanuman closed his eyes, not to retreat, to go inward. And the truth was simple. The problem was not the flames. The problem was direction. Hanuman opened his eyes. Something awakened in them. Not anger, alignment.
If the enemy has made this a problem of directions, then I will become direction itself.
He folded his hands. He did not call for an army. He did not call for a weapon. He called for the shape of devotion the world only sees in legends. His voice rose, low and resonant, vibrating against stone. As his prayer deepened, the air thickened with energy. The 5 flames flickered, as if sensing approaching truth. Ahiravana's smile faded.
What are you doing?
He hissed. Hanuman did not answer. He only breathed. And on that breath, the world turned. It began in silence, a pressure in the air, like the sky lowering itself. Hanuman's body grew. His spine straightened like a divine bow. Muscles tightened with responsibility. Aura expanded, filling the chamber like a storm filling the horizon. Then the impossible happened. His face, once singular, began to shift, not distort, multiply. From the east-facing plane of his being, his own noble visage solidified, Hanuman. From the south, a mane of fierce sublime grace erupted, Narasimha. From the west, great wings of molten gold seemed to unfurl, Garuda. From the north, a powerful resolute form emerged, Varaha. And from the crown, facing the infinite sky of liberation, a serene, horse-headed form arose, Hayagriva. He was no longer Hanuman and the others. He was Panchamukhi, the 5-faced one. The chamber trembled. Ahiravana stepped back, voice caught between disbelief and panic.
No, that form is forbidden.
Ahiravana sensed the tectonic shift in the fabric of his realm. He saw not a warrior, a phenomenon, a silent, radiant geometry of consciousness. Enraged, He unleashed his arsenal: spells of binding, waves of fear, missiles of dissolution. They flew toward the five-faced one and shattered.
Extinguish them! Do it! Even you cannot be in 5 places at once.
Hanuman closed his eyes and saw it all. The 5 flames, one in the east, behind a wall of illusion, one in the south, guarded by a serpent charm, one in the west, protected by a circle of mantra, one in the north, placed high where air itself was thin, one buried where darkness was thick. Ahiravana had designed them to mock time, to force the rescuer into failure. Hanuman's 5 faces drew in one breath, not 5 breaths, one. Hanuman exhaled, and the exhale was not ordinary wind. It was divine intention, moving through 5 directions at once. The Hanuman face breathed courage toward the east. The Narasimha face breathed ferocious grace toward the south. The Garuda face breathed purifying freedom toward the west. The Varaha face breathed unshakable stability toward the north. The Hayagriva face breathed illuminating wisdom toward the zenith, a wind of conscious will, silent and supreme, swept through every corridor of Patal. 5 flames in 5 worlds, extinguished in one timeless moment. The underworld's logic snapped. The ritual broke like glass. Ahiravana screamed, not from pain, from disbelief, because his perfect trap had just been defeated by something he could not control: the unity of a devotee. The chamber shook violently. Symbols on the walls flared, then faded. Guardians made of mantra collapsed into smoke. Ahiravana staggered, power bleeding out of the room. He tried to reignite the ritual, but the thread was gone. Ram and Lakshman's life was no longer tied to his 5 knots. Hanuman stepped forward. Ahiravana's eyes darted like a trapped animal.
You cannot kill me here! This is my realm!
Hanuman's voice was quiet.
No realm belongs to illusion forever.
He raised his hand, and the air itself obeyed. Ahiravana fell, not just defeated, unmade. Hanuman turned back to Ram and Lakshman. The moment the ritual broke, their faces softened, breath returned to normal. He lifted them carefully, as if lifting the sun and the moon from a collapsed sky. And as he moved, the underworld reacted. Because Patal, when angered, does not fight openly. It collapses corridors. It changes directions. It traps the rescuer in endless loops. Walls shifted. Tunnels twisted. But Hanuman was no longer confused by direction. He carried direction inside him. He carried purpose. He moved upward. And the earth itself made way.